Times do you go to the supermarket? Once, twice a week, 3 times a month? What do you pick while you're there? You must have wondered by now how long the virus can stay on each of the items that you pick. So here's a quick shelf life of that virus that I want to show you. On plastics, it will take about 2 to 3 days. That's just on plastic of any kind. On any cardboard, it takes about 24 hours. That's a whole day. So if it was packaged yesterday, you pick it the next day, you can still get the virus. On any aluminium, 2 to 8 hours. All right? So if you pick any of them, any soda cans, before this 2 to 8 hours ends, you might contract the virus. On glass, it takes up to 5 days. Do you know why I'm telling you this? Keep this in mind because now many experts now believe that supermarkets could be a major blind spot in the war against COVID-19. From shopping carts, freezer door handles, cardboard boxes, and plastic packaging, there's a lot to touch and grab at these facilities. So is the risk avoidable? Dorcas Wangira reports on what to look out for and what to do once you've brought your shopping home.
For Peter Omondi Okita, shopping, as he has always known it, has changed. Walking in to the mall or the supermarket is not as simple as it used to be before the global COVID-19 pandemic. He, like other shoppers at the Prestige Mall in Nairobi, has to wear a mask, wash his hands even before going into the supermarket. When he gets to the trolley bay, he has to sanitize his hands and pick a trolley whose handlebar has also been disinfected. He doesn't stay long at the aisles. Notice that he, like other shoppers, maintain a social distance, at least 1.5 meters apart, and when he is done paying, the conveyor belt at the counter is also disinfected. This is the new normal.
Because unajua watu wengi sana wameingia hapa ndani wameshika soda. Lazima nikiingia kwa nyumba lazima nioshe.
The coronavirus largely spreads via person to person. A sneeze or cough can contain up to 3,000 droplets of the virus, but the virus can also live on surfaces, even food packaging, for several days. A healthy person can then breathe in those droplets. You can also catch the virus if you touch a surface or object that has the virus on it, and then touch your mouth, nose, or even eyes.
Our shop attendants are strictly informed to use disinfectants when they are doing the wiping of the products. Even if someone doesn't have their sanitizers, we have enough distributed across the shop from the point of entry, various sections in the shop.
It can live on countertops and doorknobs. Data from WebMD shows a variance such as 5 days in metal, 4 days on wood, 2 to 3 days on plastic, 2 to 3 days on stainless steel, 24 hours on cardboard, 4 hours on copper, 2 to 8 hours on glass, a few minutes up to 5 days on paper. There is no data, however, showing transmission from food or water. And as such, shopping for supplies has emerged the new blind corner, where shoppers are unknowingly exposed to the virus. Shoppers naturally have high-touch tendencies, picking objects, putting them back on the counter, and by so doing, spreading the virus.
We touch everything. And when you're inside the supermarket, you cannot be able to sanitize everything.
It is important to only touch what you need to touch. Wipe your own cart handle and then use the hand sanitizer again. Some supermarkets are providing gloves to their customers. This may help limit contact with objects. However, gloves can become like the second skin. We can still touch our faces with them. It is important to remove them appropriately, otherwise they can still spread the virus. Another important question: what happens when you take your shopping home? Do you need to sanitize the food packaging? The U.S. Center for Disease Control does not recommend disinfecting packaging. Instead, shoppers should thoroughly wash their hands after handling any item that might have been touched by others. Using water and vinegar on fresh fruits and vegetables is recommended. Cleaning products such as antiseptic can kill the virus, but they should not come in contact with food.
It will be sanitized, for example, like fruits. There are those surfaces, big surfaces like cooking oil jars, or any items that I'll be using daily will need to be sanitized as well.
If I buy gas, the cylinder, we keep water outside with soap, we clean it, wipe it, put it inside. But things like the bread, you have to use a very clean cloth
If you feel compelled to wipe products, it is advisable to use soap and water. Most food packaging materials are not meant to be sprayed with disinfectant. However, disinfecting sprays and wipes are meant to be used on hard surfaces such as plastic, steel, aluminium. Although the virus can remain on surfaces for a while, we still don't know how long they remain infectious to people. However, many shoppers would rather be safe than sorry. Dorcas Wangira, Citizen TV.